Welcome back, Oak Island fans. The search for answers on this enigmatic island just took a wild turn. Season 12, Episode 21, has us all on the edge of our seats with a game-changing discovery, a 14-foot-long structure hidden beneath the swamp, possibly linked to the treasure that has eluded treasure hunters for centuries. But what exactly is it? A hidden wall? A man-made feature? Or the most significant clue in the entire Oak Island mystery? Buckle up because the latest developments are nothing short of jaw-dropping. Now, Oak Island is no stranger to its share of surprises, but the latest revelation. It's a game-changer. We're talking about a massive structure buried beneath the swamp, a 14-foot-long wall. Yes, you heard that right. A wall, hidden for centuries, that could be the key to unlocking secrets we've been chasing for decades. How did this wall end up here, and could it finally explain why Oak Island has been such a tantalizing enigma for so long? Stick with me, as we unravel the mystery, piece by piece. Let's set the stage here, shall we? In the curse of Oak Island, we've always known that something monumental is buried on this island. And over the years, we've uncovered tantalizing clues, ancient relics, mysterious symbols, and man-made structures unlike anything else in North America. But this latest discovery, this 14-foot wall, may just be the smoking gun we've been waiting for. Let's break it down. The team, led by Rick Legina, his nephew Peter Fornetti, and Tom Nolan, made this incredible find while conducting an investigation near the northern end of the swamp. Remember Fred Nolan? Tom's father. He was the one who first mentioned a wooden wall nearly 6 decades ago. Fred's theory, though, had been dismissed for years, but it turns out, he might have been right all along. And now, Peter, using the OKM Jeopard GPR 3D scanner, has detected a structure buried just 4 feet beneath the surface. But what's more? This structure is not just any random feature, it's 14 feet long, just like Fred Nolan had described all those years ago. Could this be the very same wall that Fred saw? Could it be the same wall that the island's earliest explorers knew about, one that could reveal the true purpose of Oak Island? Could it tie back to the centuries-old mystery that has drawn treasure hunters, archaeologists, and even theorists from all over the world? Now, you might be wondering, how did they even detect something so deep underground? Well, that's where the technology comes in. The OKM Jeopard GPR 3D scanner isn't your average piece of equipment. This advanced ground-penetrating radar uses electromagnetic pulses to map out structures deep below the surface. It's capable of seeing down to 130 feet below the ground, and based on what Peter saw during the scan, we can confirm that there is indeed something there, a 14-foot-long structure, potentially man-made. But here's the real kicker. The wall isn't just any wall. If Peter's analysis is correct, this could very well be the kind of structure that would have been used by the Knights Templar, or their successors, the Knights of Malta, to protect something. Maybe even something as monumental as the Holy Grail or other priceless religious artifacts. And that, my friends, opens a whole new world of possibilities. Now, I know what you're thinking, Knights Templar. On Oak Island. That sounds like something straight out of a Dan Brown novel. But hold on a second, because there's more to this story than meets the eye. Over the years, researchers have uncovered clues that suggest the Templars did have a presence in North America, specifically around the time of the Crusades. And when their order was persecuted in the 14th century, many of them sought refuge across the seas, bringing their treasures with them. Incredibly, these connections aren't just theoretical anymore. John Edwards, a dedicated researcher, has uncovered detailed Masonic books from the 19th century, and these books contain encoded clues that tie Oak Island to the Templars and the Knights of Malta. Yes, the Knights of Malta, an order with a direct link to the Templars. And here's the kicker, one of these ancient books actually depicts Oak Island, with a square feature in the northern swamp that matches the very area where this 14-foot wall was found. Could the Templars, and later the Knights of Malta, have used Oak Island as a hiding place for their most sacred treasures? Let's not forget the artifacts. Oh yes, we've got artifacts, and lots of them. You remember the starburst button that was found on Lot 5? This little button could hold the key to unraveling the whole mystery. Why? Because the button looks strikingly similar to the ones worn by the Knights of Malta. And the presence of these buttons on Oak Island is just the beginning. These artifacts aren't just relics, they're pieces of a puzzle that could tie Oak Island directly to the Knights of Malta. And then there's the revelation that the Knights of Malta had a significant presence in Nova Scotia in the 17th century. They weren't just here for trade or to establish a colony, they had a mission. What was that mission? Were they seeking the treasures left behind by the Templars? Did they follow in their footsteps? These are questions that we now have to answer, especially after researchers like Emiliano and Corin went to Malta and found incredible evidence of underground caverns, secret symbols, and other signs that point directly to the island. But the most mind-boggling part of all this is that there's still so much to uncover. Could Oak Island really be the final resting place of the Templar treasures, or was it merely a waypoint on a much larger and more intricate map? If the Templars left their mark here, then we might still be standing on the very spot where history was made, where kings, queens, and high-ranking officials of ancient orders once tread. One thing is for certain, the search is far from over. The Legina and their team are determined to solve the mystery, no matter what it takes. The investigation is intensifying. The discoveries are multiplying. And next week, they're taking us even deeper, both physically and historically, into the heart of the Oak Island enigma. As the investigation progresses, the team's belief in a grand, hidden treasure deepens. What started as a seemingly impossible puzzle is slowly starting to resemble a long-forgotten tale of knights, lost relics, and secretive orders. The 14-foot wall discovered by Peter Fornetti isn't just another anomaly in the swamp, it could be the physical manifestation of a centuries-old plan. But there's still so much to learn. The question remains, was this wall merely a protective feature built by the Templars, or does it serve a far more critical function in safeguarding something that could change history? The more they uncover, the clearer it becomes. The history surrounding Oak Island isn't just about treasure hunts or ghostly legends, it's about a legacy of secrecy, survival, and conquest. For centuries, the Templars and the Knights of Malta have been shrouded in mystery, with their true purpose often obscured by myth and speculation. But could Oak Island hold the final, tangible proof that their legacy did not just survive but thrived in the shadows, buried beneath the very earth itself? This connection between the Templars, the Knights of Malta, and Oak Island is no coincidence. Research suggests that after the Templars were violently suppressed by the Catholic Church, many of their members scattered across Europe, taking with them priceless religious relics, treasures that could have included the Holy Grail, the menorah, and other sacred items believed to have been hidden away in Jerusalem during the Crusades. It's said that the Knights of Malta, their successors, continued this clandestine mission, ensuring that the Templars' treasures remained hidden from those who would seek to destroy them. What makes this investigation even more compelling is the possibility that these two ancient orders weren't simply hiding relics for safekeeping. It's entirely possible that Oak Island is not just a storage site but a key to unlocking one of the most significant historical mysteries in the world. Every discovery, from the wall in the swamp to the medieval artifacts found across the island, brings the team one step closer to piecing together the story of what might be the greatest treasure the world has never known. The Knights of Malta, after all, were no mere knights. They were soldiers, explorers, and masterful sailors who managed to traverse vast distances to protect sacred knowledge. Their reach extended all the way to the remote shores of Nova Scotia, where Oak Island lies hidden in plain sight. As the team uncovers more information about their presence in the region, the truth begins to emerge that this remote island could hold not only the Templar treasures but also secrets that have been fiercely guarded for centuries, secrets that could reshape our understanding of history. As Rick, Marty, and the rest of the team continue to follow the trail of clues, whether in the swamp or on distant shores, they can't help but feel that Oak Island's long-awaited secrets are about to be unveiled. With each discovery, the burden of history is lifted just a little more. But what's still hidden? What ancient relics remain buried, waiting to reveal their long-guarded truths? The hunt is no longer just about treasure, it's about understanding the very forces that shape the history of the world itself. And so, as we draw closer to the final chapters of the Oak Island saga, the mystery continues to unfold. What will the team discover next? Could this incredible 14-foot wall lead to the discovery of an even greater treasure? Don't miss a single moment of the adventure. Hit that like button, subscribe, and join us as we uncover the hidden truths of Oak Island. The final answer might be closer than we think, but only if we continue searching. Stay tuned, the mystery is far from over.